Good morning, everyone, and welcome to week 2 of online learning. So we are going to begin our next vocabulary set, 8.13. So you guys are going to be working through your slides at home, just like we typically would do in class. So in this video, I'm going to go over the first 12 words and definitions, just like what we always do together. And then I thought what would work best is if after each word, you're going to pause the video to work on your slide. So I'm going to keep it the same, just like we do together, just to keep things as consistent as I can. You will have a vocab quiz on this next week. All right, so our first word is avenge. Just real quick, remember that on our slides we fill in the yellow blanks. So up top you're going to fill in the definition, you're going to fill in the vocab word. Down here you're going to use it in a sentence of 4 words or more. Remember, I don't accept sentences 3 words or less. All right, our first word is avenge. Avenge is a verb. What it means is when you avenge someone or something, you get revenge for something that was done. You get even, okay? You settle a score. So you're kind of like you're getting revenge in a way. I know they sound the same, revenge and avenge, but you're punishing someone for doing something wrong, or you're getting satisfaction for something that was done wrong to you. So you're retaliating or getting back. So in the play, I don't know why it says in the movie Spider-Man, Parker promised he would avenge his grandfather's death. So he would get back for what was done to him. All right, so you're going to pause this video right now and go back to your assignment, your slides. Open it up if you did not yet. It's under assignments. Go ahead and fill in the blank and work on your sentence. Then come back to this video. Okay, number 2, deluge. A deluge is a noun. What it is, it's a great flood, a heavy fall of rain, or anything that comes in a vast or big quantity. Okay, so a deluge is something that's just flooding in. It could be water, like a flood of water we might describe as a deluge, but you might also describe like, let's say a deluge of birds flew through your backyard and there was like 1,000 birds. So anything that comes in a big quantity. If you're using it as a verb, it means to flood. So if we look at this picture here, he's being deluged with money. In this house, a deluge is coming towards the house. All right, so our sentences. Owners are hoping this summer will bring a deluge of visitors to their new theme park. And then our second sentence, a huge rainstorm deluged the entire town. Okay, go ahead and work on your sentence. You can use it in either part of speech as a noun or a verb. Okay, so go ahead and pause your video. Number 3, liberate. Liberate is a verb. What it means is if you liberate, you're freeing someone from bondage or something from bondage. You're releasing it. So this man was liberated from the cage. The police liberated the hostages after 16 hours. All right, go ahead and work on that one. 4, impact. As a noun, impact is the striking of one object against another. So these cars, they're in an impact. It's a shock caused by collision. As a verb, if you're impacting someone or if you were impacted, it means you were affected by it. You were changed by it. Okay, especially forcefully. So we have all been impacted by COVID-19 because we have to stay at home for school. All right, so the impact of the car crash destroyed both vehicles, but no one was hurt. Budget cuts will impact the number of hours the public library can stay open. Go ahead and work on that one. Number 5, intimidate. Intimidate is a verb. When you intimidate, you make timid or frightened by threats. So you're kind of threatening someone to scare them. You use fear to get someone to do or not do something. So you're scaring them into something. So like this bully is intimidating this boy. Bullies may try to intimidate us, but if we act brave and stand tall, we can diminish their threats. You might be intimidated by large dogs where you won't go near them. All right, go ahead and work on number 5. 6, logical. This is an adjective. So we describe people with this word. We describe decisions with this word. When something's logical, it's reasonable. You're using good sense. You're using reason. So you're using you're thinking about it thoroughly before the decision is made or before you acted on it. So we have rational, sensible as synonyms. Our parents are constantly encouraging us to look for logical solutions to our problems. It was only logical to put a lock on the garage door. All right, go ahead and work on logical. Number 7, misrepresent. This is a verb. When you misrepresent something or someone, you're giving a false or untrue idea. So there's some type of lying going on. You twist, you falsify, you exaggerate. You're misrepresenting the truth. Okay, so we know Pinocchio did that a lot. Okay, he would lie, he would exaggerate, he would misrepresent. I accidentally misrepresented McDonald's by saying they don't sell hash browns anymore. All right, work on this one. Number 8, optional. This is an adjective. When something's optional, you are given a choice. It's not required. You could do one or the other, or you don't have to do it at all. It's kind of voluntary. Monday should be optional. The hotel will charge us for breakfast and dinner, but lunch is optional, which means you can choose if you want to get it or not. Number 9, outright. This is an adjective. When we describe something as outright, it means complete, instantly, without hesitation, right away. So for this camera right here, she gets an outright picture. It comes instantly, right out of the camera. When the teacher asked her why she didn't do her homework, she told an outright lie. Even though they had already heard it several times, the hilarious joke made them laugh outright. So we're thinking of something that happened like instantly. Number 10, rendezvous. Okay, so as a verb, a rendezvous, when you rendezvous, it means that you meet in accordance with a plan. So you had a plan to meet. As a noun, rendezvous means you met by agreement or it's a meeting place. So this word just really means that you're meeting. Let's all agree to rendezvous by the fountain on Saturday afternoon. So that's as a verb. They kept their rendezvous a secret. They kept their meeting a secret. Number 11, tint. As a noun, tint is a delicate color or hue, a slight trace of something. Okay, so if we're talking about a tint of gray, it would just mean a very light coloring of gray, or a tint of green would just mean a very light shade of green. He's painting his room a tint of blue. As a verb, when you tint something, you're giving it color, you're dyeing it. You might tint your car windows to make them darker. I want to tint my sunglass lenses pink. My sister tinted her hair blue. Okay, so work on that one. Last word, number 12, variable. if we're just using as an adjective and we're describing something as variable, it means it's likely to change. It's changeable. So like if we're describing the weather as variable, it means it might rain a little that day, the sun might come out a little, the clouds, okay? It's going to change a lot. It's not going to be sunny all day. As a noun, a variable is a value or quantity that varies. So like the number of it kind of changes a lot, or it's a symbol for such. So it's kind of, it doesn't stay the same. Okay, or in math, we use a variable to represent an unknown number. So spring weather can be extremely variable. In math, the letter X can stand for a variable. All right, so real quick, I just want to remind you guys of what we do in these slides. Okay, we're typing in the blanks, the letter or the word. Now, if you guys finish the 12 sentences today in these slides, you can stop here because I know you had chapters to read today as well. So if you feel like you're done for today, go ahead and just, you can stop here on vocab and tomorrow pick up with some of your slides. All right, this is graded, so please take your time and try and use your study guide as you're working through the slides. You can just open it up in a new tab and just go back and forth. If you have a printer, you could print it. Like I said earlier, you will have a vocab quiz on these words next week. If you're stuck on anything on the slides, just shoot me an email. All right, good luck.